Welcome to the news. Now, it has been a hot minute since I've done a Pokemon news segment, but I feel like, honestly, today I was kind of bored, and all these leaks or rumors or whatever you want to call them have been coming out in the last couple hours or so. So I thought I'd make a video. It's going to be quite short, mostly because there's not too much to talk about, as well as, stuff like my internet not being great, or at least us not having a lot of it. So it's going to be a quite short video, hopefully around less than 5 minutes. But there have been quite a few leaks of the next game coming out for Switch, which it says it's going to be out this year. And basically, I wouldn't even cover this, that I've been avoiding most of the leaks and stuff because I'm like, there's a very, very good chance that they're fake. And still, for this one, there's still also a very big chance that it's fake, so take this with a grain of salt. But the only reason that I decided to cover this was because Cerebi themselves have covered it. So we'll get to that in a second. So here is a screenshot of the leak itself. Now, if you notice, particularly in this area right here, Sunday, April 1st, 2018, April Fool's Day, but let's disregard that for the moment. So it says that they are called Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, something. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Let me scroll down and make sure. That's whatever. I believe that's what they're called. Let's Go, or maybe Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Basically, they're yellow remakes for the Switch. Like I said, there's two versions, one for Pikachu, one for Eevee. Red and blue will be in the story to some degree, but it is a largely new story between you and a new rival. Following Pokemon Return, which is something that people have been wanting for like... When did those games come out? When did Heart Gold Soul Silver come out? I feel like it was like 08, maybe 07. No, maybe that's a little late. It can't be too much after that though. Definitely before 2010. So almost going on 10 years anyway. We've been waiting for that feature to return. HM's replaced with a Pokéride from Alola. Best possible words right there. Online has a hub for players. I assume that means something similar to Festival Plaza, which if that's the case, that immediately downgrades this game from, like, automatically takes a complete letter grade off of it, in my opinion. Unless it's just completely unbroken. Pokemon Go integration, that will be kind of interesting. I think there were some rumors that they wanted to do that with the original Sun and Moon, but it just didn't end up coming together. Catching Pokemon works like in Pokemon Go. I don't know how they'll do that, because that takes away about half the game, in my opinion. Catching Pokemon is literally half the game. Because I think the original slogan was like, catch, battle, trade, were like the three big things you could do with Pokemon. And if you're taking away catching, at least as we know it, which, Pokemon Go makes it harder to catch Pokemon, especially powerful Pokemon, because you can't weaken them at all. So if you can't weaken... I've watched maybe 3 or 4 of these videos already. Somebody said maybe you can weaken it, and then when you actually go to throw the Pokeball, you either, if you don't have it docked, you use the touchscreen on the Switch, which I actually didn't even know existed. I didn't know it was touchscreen. Show us how much I know. But if it's docked, you use like motion controls with the Joy-Cons. I think that would be really cool. I'm all for that. But if it's, just you're walking through the grass, you run into a Pokemon, and it's like Pokemon Go, I would hate that. Obviously, I'd still play the shit out of this game, but I would honestly hate that. Rewards in-game and in Pokemon Go for linking the two together. Obviously, if they're going to do that, that makes sense to reward players for doing so. New accessory can be used both with Pokemon Go and in the games. Also, makes a lot of sense. They'd want to, make as much money as possible, because I think Pokemon Go is like one of the most profitable games that they've ever made. And the announcement coming soon, releasing this year. So, assuming that some parts of this are correct. I'll go through and pick and choose which ones I think are the most likely to be correct. I do think that if they did switch, or if they did yellow for Switch, I think they would do it in 2 games. And it would make sense for one to be Pikachu and one for be Eevee. 1-2 Eevee rather. And I do think that they would, as opposed to just, you know, updating the graphics and everything from Pokemon Yellow and just redoing the whole story, I feel like they would completely rewrite the story. Similar to what they've been doing in the movies lately with, I think the last 2 movies have been completely rework of, you know, Ash's like origin story, which I completely love. All honesty, I haven't seen them, but it's something interesting to think about. Following Pokemon Return and HMs replaced by Pokéride, those would be absolutely fantastic. I think no matter what, I think every game for the rest of Pokemon will have something along the lines of Pokéride. HMs will never return, and I don't think anybody's complaining. Following Pokemon Return, I would say that's got, I would say 60% chance of being true. I would say this is gonna be true, just because I think that's what most games are moving toward nowadays. And then for the rest of this, I would say there's a solid chance of this happening. And like I said, the only reason that I decided to report on this at all is because Joe from Cerebi decided to report it. So let's read what he said. Over the past few days, the rumors have been in full swing across the internet. Let me zoom in on that. Have been full swing across the internet about the upcoming Nintendo Switch Pokemon titles. However, earlier today, a logo went up on various message boards around the internet which showcases the name Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which matches up with various pieces of alleged leaked information that have come up for the game. At present, it is not known if this is official, but we will provide full details as and when they come. So, to me, that's very important, because Joe does not report on things that are fake, frankly, which is why you did not see, low-key plugging myself on Twitter here, which is why you didn't see anything on Cerebi about, you know, those starters that got leaked with like the water platypus starter. As cool as that would have been, you just didn't see Joe do it, and which is, you know, really important, I think, because I think that throws a lot more weight into the possibility of this leak being true. So let me see if I can't find. Let me see if I can't find. Let me see if I can't find the actual picture. So right here. So this is from Duncan Knee Deep's Twitter. This is supposedly some leaked cover art. I don't think that this is the actual cover art of it. I do not believe that this is true. I believe that this is like a fan redoing of it because A, this is the American character. This is not what the character looks like in Japan, so I don't think they would have this character with the Japanese text. I don't think that would happen. But I do love the retro style Pikachu. I love that so much. But let me know your guys' thoughts. I went a little bit over the 5 minutes that I said I was going to. But let me know what you guys think down below. I can't say that I'm thrilled about this, to be honest. I would think that Nintendo, just from a business standpoint, would want to release Gen 8 first on the Switch before they do a remake. Just because I feel like that would sell more games. To be fair though, Pokemon Go, I think, like I said, has been like their most successful or most profitable game of late. And, you know, I think it would also make some sense to capitalize on that in a Gen 1, Gen 1 similar game. That has, you know, connectivity to Pokemon Go. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. And until next time, smile later.